What up, YouTube? This your boy Red Death Animations here, and this is gonna be my last video on the whole Arteigas Hampton subject. And it's just because, I feel like this whole thing is getting pointless. There isn't really any fun being had clowning Arte anymore, and it's getting pretty annoying. And things are working slow because, I'm trying to hit Arte up, and he barely hits me up because I don't know if it's his connection or his life. I don't know. But anyways, this is not gonna be a joke video. It's not gonna be a roast video. It's gonna be like a real Red Death Animations talk video. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be calm in this one. I'm gonna be chill. This is like a serious Red Death Animations. No jokes in this. So yeah, basically, just let y'all know what's going on. Why I did what I did is because okay, so y'all don't know Arteigas Hampton. He's a old server member of mine who was in my Discord server, right? And basically, he was pretty cool, pretty funny. He got along well with my members who are also cool. And he got a little bit too carried away after he got good with one of my members, like when he was friends with a lot of us, and he had his eyes set on this one person. I'm not gonna call this person a female or male. They want to be referred to as they want to be referred to as a they or it. Genderless pronouns. Basically, at the time, that person was was classified as a girl or she, and Arte had feelings for that person. And he ended up harassing that person, trying to get in a relationship with that person, and things just went south from there. And then his true colors started to really show. You see, his true colors began to show because this person that he liked did not like him back, and he wasn't getting what he desired. So it's like when Arte didn't get what he wanted, he flipped out and became a totally different person. He got angry, he started to make fun of us, tried to harass that person a lot more than usual. And we had to ban him from the server. That's the thing about Arte. He's still like that now. If Arte doesn't get what he wants, he will get angry and flip out. He will throw a temper tantrum if you must. Because that's how kids are. Kids are so used to getting what they want. And when they don't get it, it's like a totally different experience. They don't want to feel like they can't do anything they want. So they start to flip out because they don't know how to handle the situation and react. That's the main problem with him, basically. Arte would be so nice, so chill, so normal because he wants something. But when he doesn't get it, he shows his true colors. I think that nasty side of his is who he really is. He just behaves nicely because if he didn't behave nicely, he most likely wouldn't have gotten what he wanted. So when things went south, he had nothing to lose anymore. He started to flip out. And that's the main problem with Arte. He flips out. And fast forward, for most of 2019, I didn't hear from him. I didn't see much from him. I thought it was over from there. I was trying to forget him, and it was easily, successful. I didn't really think about him. Late 2019, though, he hit me up again, asking me to invite him back into the server. I don't remember that much from what happened from there. I think I did invite him back because I'm known for giving multiple chances because I'm running a Discord server. I want my server to be as active as it can be. So I just don't like not giving multiple chances. I don't like giving multiple chances because, like, members don't just come every second in my server. Members may come after every few days or every week. I don't just get members in a fast rate, so I try to be as civilized and nice as possible. And I'm getting better with that problem of mine. It's just hard, it's hard. I just don't like my server being dead. But yeah, I try to give him another chance, and I think, hey, he changed from there. And turns out he didn't really change. Like, he didn't really change. The person that he still liked was still in that server. He didn't get what he wanted. He flipped out. This time, though, the entire server, we had defended ourselves. We didn't want Arte, bitching us. We didn't want Arte thinking that he's above us. So we stood up for ourselves and we roasted him and kicked him out the server again. And Arte got really mad, hit me up on DMs, and I tried to calm him down because I actually wanted him to change. Now, this is something about me. If I want to change someone, it's not because I'm doing them a favor. It's just because their personality, it pisses me off. And I don't like getting pissed off because it's like when I'm mad, it's like I can't just put the situation to rest. I mean, I can, but it's like a tough pill to swallow. You know what I'm saying? So usually I don't put these things to rest until there's some kind of justice or some kind of change or both. Arte's personality, his mindset, it bothers me. And I had a good excuse of going out there and trying to change him because with this mindset and this personality, he was directly affecting me and my server. Not in an emotional way, but he would always try to harass me into getting him back into the server. He would try to affect me physically. If Arte minded his business and still had that mindset, I would still be bothered, but I wouldn't do anything. But with him constantly hitting me up on different accounts, maybe, it's like I had no choice. Like, I had to change this dude. And was it successful? No, it wasn't, because I can't change people who don't really want to be changed. I learned that the hard way when I was younger, like much younger than what I am now. I can't be the only one pulling my weight. The person that I'm changing also has to mutually pull their weight as well. I'm not a babysitter. You gotta control yourself, understand yourself. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was, I think in the beginning of my school year, I was also on the side checking up on Arteigas and seeing if things would go good, and we was doing pretty good. I was giving him lectures and lessons, and I was thinking he was listening and understanding it, and he wasn't. But it's like we easily addressed that problem, and I had to constantly repeat myself and get angry and threaten to never talk to him again, and things like that, things that would scare him into listening to me. And he was slowly but surely learning, per se, but Arte was actually learning and listening. I won't lie. He was actually listening. Like, I won't even cap, bro. He actually was. The problem was, one day, everything just backfired. Because you learned something doesn't mean you're not gonna unlearn it. You can learn something, and then over the summer, for example, like in school, you could be learning something, and then, during the summer, you forget all that information. And then you gotta be reminded of it when the new school year begins. You know what I'm saying? And what happened next was, Arte, in late 2019, I think during the fall time, he had tried to jump me, like, in a roast session, I mean. He had invited his friends from a different server and put those friends into a group chat with me, like, in the morning. It was like 12, 1 a.m. I was trying to go to sleep. And then, my phone was booming with all these random notifications. And 2 or 3 people showed up. He wanted them to roast me. And what happened was, it didn't happen. Those guys seemed really nice. They didn't even seem like the roasting type. But even if they were really understanding. And after the guys wanted to hear my side of the story, I told them everything. Honest. Like, I was honest to God. Because look, I had nothing to gain from lying. Because it's like, I understand how wholehearted my story was. I was doing the right thing through and through. I had nothing to lie about, So when those guys heard the story, they immediately understood what I was talking about because they know Arte more than I do. So Arte probably displayed these, character traits to them. And I didn't even know who these guys were, so I wouldn't lie. Because it's like, this situation happened so quick. I had no time to think of any lies. And I didn't even know who these guys were. So my story being so relatable to them, that couldn't have been premeditated. I was being honest. I was seeing where my honesty would take me, and it took me to a good place. So yeah, basically, I don't know. Like, I was doing right thing, and they believed me, and they actually turned against Arte. Arte lost his cool because his own men, his own soldiers, they didn't fight for him. They were fighting against him. And it was crazy. I didn't even know they would be so understanding. Because usually when your friends defend you, they don't care about logic. They just defend you because you're their friend. And those guys are different. They actually listen to logic. And they tried to lecture Arte, just like how I was. Shortly after, though, when things calmed down, me and Arte went back to square one. I was teaching him things, and he was listening, what I'm saying, a little better than usual. But one day, things didn't go south. No. He didn't get angry again and try roasting me. No. What happened was, I noticed he had invited me into a server that was just me and him in it. I didn't want to join that server. So when I joined it, I left the server. Because, I'm like, why the fuck did I even join it in the first place? And, like I said, I don't remember fully what happened. I didn't think I'd have to remember. Because why? I'm going to explain right now. Basically, at around that time where he had his own server, and I left it, that was around the last time I ever seen Arte in the year 2019. This was like October or November. I don't remember the month. That was the last time I saw Arte, and I got scared for him. I'm like, is he okay? He just randomly stopped talking to me. He just randomly stopped, going offline. No. He just randomly stopped going online for the rest of the year. And I was so, I'm concerned. Did I catch him slipping? Was he trying to formulate some kind of scheme or a lie? And he just bailed from it? I don't know. I was just paranoid. I'm like, what happened? I've never seen Arte do this before. And, so let me explain what happened after that, alright? And then, fast forward to, most of this year, I haven't seen Arteigas ever since. Process that. It's like January, February, March, May. And then, at around, late May or early June, Arte mysteriously came back into the server. And I was like, whoa, how? What? What happened to you? I thought you was dead or something. And Arte was like, nah, he had some time to think. He just mysteriously went off, took a break, and he had time to think. I'm like, that shit pissed me off, cause you didn't even check in with me first. You didn't tell me. Got me worried sick. I was in the middle of helping you. You just randomly did your own thing. Like, are you not gonna tell me first so that I know? Like, what the fuck? That really pissed me off. I'm like, he just mysteriously, what he said? He said shit like, he said something along the lines of he went traveling and he looked at things and thought about stuff and understood what he had to change. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how that's gonna change nothing. I'm like, okay, let's just try to trust things. I was lost. I was at a loss for words. Like, you telling me you were out for like 9-10 months for that? Are you maybe less than 10, but still, like, you know what I mean? Like, damn. And then, like, what the hell? Can you do what I say? Like, stop doing your own shit. You don't know what you're doing. Like, come on now. And I don't know. Like, wow. So, yeah. He was a little bit more well behaved. What happened was, I was angry. Like, don't come back to my server without asking me. Nobody invited you back here. Nobody said you could come back. So what I did was I made him reread all my rules over and over. And then I quizzed him like I was a teacher. Like, you're going to write down every rule and tell me what that rule is. I was trying to drill these rules into his head so that he doesn't break them. I even explained every rule in full detail. I did all that around June, May, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And, like I said, Arte was a little more well behaved. He barely broke any rules. He was more dedicated to making me proud because I was his quote unquote favorite YouTuber. He just wanted to make me proud. He wanted to change for me, things like that. And, but he wasn't peachy perfect. Like, nah, he wasn't peachy. He had his little moments, like in a roast session with a certain Discord member for fun. He got a little angry and kind of warned the person not to mess with him, things like that. I'm like, a little bit of that nasty Arteigas slipped out. I'm like, that nigga still hasn't changed in my head, but I didn't want to fully accuse him yet. That was only one little moment. Overall, and then he slowly but gradually ended up breaking rules again. So I had to be more strict on him. I had to mute him every day until he reread the rules, like, so that he doesn't impulsively break them. It's not that he forgot the rules existed. It's just when he's mad or excited, he just acts on impulse. Doesn't think before he does something. So I had to be a little bit more strict on Arte and make sure he doesn't do that again. So that's that. And then fast forward to July, which is this month, like about a week or two ago. Here's what happened. So, like I said, fast forward to July. I'm in the middle of Rose Olympics. It's like a season for Rose Olympics, it's like a monthly series of challenges. And in the middle of a random challenge, I announced Arte wanted to understand how to sign up and, get into Rose Olympics. So I didn't want to have to repeat myself because I spent some time making that announcement, and announcements are not meant to be ignored. They're announcements for a reason. Everyone in the server has to read them if they want to participate in an event. So, like I said, I told him to read the announcements. And he told me he did. Like, after I told him, after a little while, he said he did. So then I asked him, okay, if you did, how do you sign up for a Rose Olympic challenge? And he hesitated. And he didn't know the answer to that question. If he read the announcements I made, he'd know how to sign up for Rose Olympics. So I realized Arte was lying to me. And then I banned him. And why did I ban him? It's because you don't lie to people. You don't lie to the very person you're trying to change for. You see, Arte has a problem. He only does what he wants. That's always been if you've been listening close to, like, okay, if you've been listening to this entire video, you would understand Arte does what he wants. He wants what he wants. When he does not get what he wants, he throws logic out of the window and flips out. Understand that. So it's like he did not want to read all that stuff in the announcements. You know, kids don't like to read. They don't read books unless they have coloring pages on them or some shit. So obviously he did not want to read, but he did not want to tell me that. He didn't want to tell me that. So he lied to me in my face. Arte's always been a liar. This is not the first time he's lied to me. He hides his personality traits all the time. Underneath all that niceness and innocentness, he's a nasty demon child. And it slips out whenever he's not feeling good or superior or, you know, whatever. That's the problem with children today. Children are so entitled. They think they deserve everything they want. Newsflash, you can't get everything you want. You can't win. You can't win every battle. That's life. You know what I'm saying? Stop bitching. You know? Like, you can't do that. So he lied to me. And another reason why I don't like the lying shit is just like, in this certain circumstance, you have to, if you want to participate, you have to sign up in the Rose Olympic sign up channel, because these events have to be organized in a very neat and clean way. If they're not, these events are not going to run properly, and it's going to be very underwhelming for everyone. And I make a big deal out of this because my events are one of the main reasons why my server is active. This is a YouTube server. I interact with my fans, and I make my fans happy and, you know, full of joy. If my fans are not getting what they want, why else are they in my server? Besides because they're loyal to me. But still, it's like, we're in this server for good vibes and good times and learning lessons and, you know, elevating ourselves in life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm failing my own peoples who did nothing wrong to me because I'm not, you know, being responsible with Arte and making him read things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta understand, in life, you see, that's the thing about Arte. He does, look, life is full of stuff that you don't want to do, but you know you have to do it if you want to elevate. That's the thing. Life is full of tough pills to swallow. You can't just do whatever you want. Sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do if it's for the greater good. You know? That's why I didn't like the lying. It's not just because he's a liar. It's more because he's always been like this. He always does what he wants. On a side note, Arte, if a ban is the reason you're acting like this, understand I can do whatever I want too. You can do what you want. I can do what I want too. It's my server. It's my little universe. I can ban whoever I want. I just choose not to. I choose to have rules, but I'm the owner. I can do whatever I want in my own server. As long as I'm not breaking Discord's rules, I can do whatever I want. You can't crucify me for kicking you out of my own house. You know, my own virtual home. It's my home. I can kick you out for whatever reason. You have no right to harass me. Alright? You have no right. If I threaten to hurt you or go after your family, then that's when you have the right to do what you gotta do. But you don't have the right to force me to repeal my ban. It's my server. Like, Arte, it's not all about you. There are over 100 people in my server. It's not just about you being happy. It's about everyone else being happy. Stop being so narcissistic. You know? Fast forward later on in July, he made a fake account. The moment he entered my server with that fake account, I already knew. I already knew. Me and my staff, we have a staff chat for a reason. We exchange private information in the server for a reason. And then we do a little investigating and we realize that really was Arte. But we have to make him admit it. We have to make it. So what happened was, I lied to myself, but not for nearly the same bad reasons. It's just because I had to trick him into admitting a lie. You know, if I was fully honest, he would understand how to evade things and lie some more. So I tricked him into admitting he was Arte. You know, after that, I banned him. It's really that simple. And then, see, another lie. Because Arte, he loves my server. He loves me as a YouTube. He wants to feel appreciated for being a fan. He wants my attention. He looks up to me because he loves my videos and how funny they are. Right? So he wants to be around me. When I ban him, he's no longer around me. So look, guess what happens? Arteigas is flipped out. How? A few days later, after I banned him, Arte got angry, and guess what? Just like last year in 2019, Arte got some friends of his, put me in a group chat, and tried to make them roast me. Did it happen? Not really. But this time is not because his friends turned on him. It's more like his friends seem pretty chill. So they were asking me to set up times where we could roast. They didn't just randomly get on me out of nowhere like idiots. Nah, they didn't do that. They were, being civilized about it before they start to roast me. And as you can see from that 20-minute video I posted where I was in a voice chat roasting, that's what happened. That's what happened after I was put in the group chat. About a day after the whole group chat incident, I had the roast. And that was the end of that. But then, guess what? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, let me backtrack. Before that, Arte put me in an Instagram group chat full of children that were roasting me. That were roasting me. So I took some personal shots that bothered them. I roasted them back for fun. Because I was bored. I had nothing else better to do. I just roasted them. Me and some friends of mine in my server roasted those kids, hurt their feelings, etc. And Arte chose a new reason to get angry at me because I roasted some girl family or some shit like that. Like, y'all was jumping me. The fuck you want me to do? I don't give a fuck. I'll roast whatever the fuck I want to roast. You know what I'm saying? Now, fast forward to that. Discord group chat. The 20-minute video, boom, bam, boom, roast. What happened after that, though, he tried to do a round 2. Yesterday and a couple days ago, he tried to do a round. He tried to set it up, 3-on-3. Me and him are coaches. And did it happen? Not really. Because what happened really was, Arte's friends pulled up to the server. We set up a time and they pulled up. But after they wanted to get to know why they were even here in the first place, they were like, why are we even here? Are we gonna roast? I'm like, yeah, we can roast if y'all want me to. But we were reasoning with each other. And then when they wanted me to understand, like, that they're not here because they got beef with me, I try to explain to them that I don't got beef with them neither. I try to explain the story, the Arte story that I'm saying right now in this video. I told them, and they was like, okay, so we understand where you're coming from. So they kind of wanted me to invite Arte to the server so that I can clown him in front of them. They wanted to get a roast session between me and Arte, and they was prepared to laugh at me if Arte had better jokes. And they were prepared to laugh at Arte if I had better jokes. They just wanted to get entertained. I don't mind. Things like that. But did it happen? No, it didn't really happen. Arte took an hour to come to my server. And then when he came to my server, his phone was almost dead. So I couldn't do anything. And then so I just banned all those people. I'm like, I'm done. This whole situation is starting to feel stupid. So I'm like, let me just end it. All right, let me just end it. Then I had a little bit more anger in me now because I felt like I wasted my time. Like I actually wanted to roast Arte in front of his friends and make a fool out of him, but I couldn't make it happen. It just won't happen, you know? And I didn't have the patience to wait. Like, I don't know if his connection is trash or he was scared. You know, after I told Arte, hey, we're gonna roast, he just left the voice chat and then told me his phone died. I'm like, this nigga is probably scared. I banned everybody. I'm like, bro, fuck this shit. I still had anger. I was hyped to roast Arte. It didn't happen. So I just made a funny little slideshow roast of Arte's selfies, which is the video that came after the live stream. You know, if y'all could check it out. And yeah, that was the last time I did nothing but with that shit. And etc. Now we're here. And I'm just telling Arte, like, bro, you are a little demon and you don't listen to reason. You just listen to your emotions. You're very entitled. You think you deserve everything in the world. Like, bro. And this is only my first take. If you argue with me, I have a lot more things to point out about you. I have screenshots. I have all these other things that I can use against you. So don't try to say I'm lying, because I'm not. You and I both know that what I'm saying is the truth. Alright? Anyways, bro, I'm out. Peace out. This is the last time I'm doing this. Peace out.